Good everyone, my name is Graphics. Today we want to solve another example on concurrent coplanar force or coplanar concurrent force, and the question goes like this. It says determine the resultant force both in magnitude and in direction before coplanar concurrent forces acting on the system. There are 4 of them, right? Now we realize that the first one has a magnitude of 300 Newton and a direction of what? 30 degree. If you resolve it, because it's inclined, you're going to have something like this. One vertical, one horizontal. Whatever you draw must always be parallel to the y and also to the x. So in terms of the vertical, we have 300 Newton, right? So it will be 300 sine 30. And in terms of the horizontal, we'll be having 300 cos 30. Now, if you look at this, we ought to have a vertical and also an horizontal, but in this case we have what is called let's call it theta 1 because the angle is not given, right? So what I'll simply do, I can simply write here that 400 cos theta 1, and here will be what? 400 sine theta 1. Similarly, if I come here, I'm going to draw a force parallel to what? The x-axis, and a force parallel to what? The y-axis, right? So this will give me, for force 3, we have 150 cos 60, I will have 150 sine 60 for this. Similarly here, the angle at this point here, theta 2, is not given. So I'm going to draw an horizontal line, the one parallel to what? My x-axis, and another one parallel to what? My y-axis. Right? So here will give me 260 cos, we don't know, that is theta 2, and 260 sine theta 2, because we don't know what theta 2 here is. Now we've done successfully, and we're told to calculate for the resultant force. Now what you simply do here is this. You recall, calculate for resultant force. The resultant force will give us the square root of the summation of f of x all square plus the summation of fy all square. Now we need to assemble. Summation means bring all the x forces together, all the horizontal forces together. So let's see, for summation of what? Fx, we are going to have, if you look at this here, it is horizontal, and our condition is that any force towards the right should be what? Positive, right? So it will be, the first one will be 300 cos 30, 300 cos 30, right? Then the next one is this. Any force acting towards the left is what? Negative. So we have minus 400 cos theta 1, because the angle theta 1 is not given. Also this is facing left, so minus 150 cos 60. This is facing the right, this is what? Plus. We have plus 260 cos theta 2. So this is what we have, right? But we don't know what theta 1 is, and we don't know what theta 2 is. So what we are going to do is that we want to calculate for theta 1. So I'll just put it this way. I'll write calculating, or better still, I can do it somewhere in my book, or let's just move. Calculating for theta 1, calculating for theta 1 and theta 2. You can do that first before this. So theta 1, theta 2, let's now go and consider this. Now, if I decide, I can complete this to be something like this, so that it will be around my x-axis, right? It should be something like this. It's also forming a triangle. You can see that? So it means that if here is 3, here to here is equals to what? Here to here. Here to be what? 3. If here is 4, here to here also be what? 4. And the angle here will be my angle what? Theta. So I can draw that here, have a bolder view. So I have something here this way, and also this way. So we have 3 here, we have 4 here, right? And we have the angle theta here. So if you, since you have the x and the y, you know it is tan theta. So we say that the tan theta 1 is equals, because if this is theta 1, this also be theta 1. So if I want to even place my angle here, the angle will be here, alternate angle. So be careful. Now I'll move forward. My tan theta 1 will give me opposite 4 over what? Adjacent, which is what? 3. Right? So, which is also giving me as my tan theta 1 will now give me 1.333. So if I make theta 1 the source of the formula, to give me tan inverse 1.333, which in return will give me what? 53.13 degree. That is my theta 1. Right? Similarly for theta 2, let's go back there. For theta 2, since it's already on my x-axis, right? It's already on my x-axis. I can easily see the angle here is what? Is theta 2. Is that taken? I can easily see it is what? It is theta 2. Now, at this point here, we'll move further, or if I like, I can just come down here. Are we good? If I come down here, just watch. If I come down here, right, whatever is here will be here. Is that taken? So I can just decide to take on that other guy and say this is my theta 2. So if you just look at it, so this will be theta 2, here will be theta 2. So I'll just draw my triangle that way. If I like, if here is theta 2, I can try to say here also is what? Is theta 2. Alternate angle. So this is 12, here will be 12. This is 5, here will be 5. Is that taken? So from here, we see how that goes. Now, I will say that I'm going to draw another triangle out. I'll put it this way. This will be 5. This will be 12. If I like, I can try to make use of this triangle. I will still have the same answer. So 5, 12, or I say this will be 5 or what? Or 12. And the angle here will be what? Theta also. Here will be what? Theta. So any one of my traits, I'll get the same answer. Because if you look at it now, I can easily say my tan theta 2 is equals to opposite 12 over adjacent 5, and also adjacent is 5 here. So from here I can say that theta 2 tan theta 2 will give me the 12 over 5 is giving me as 2.4. Then theta 2 is going to give me tan inverse what? 2.4. So the theta 2 here will give us what? 67.38 degree. So we successfully got in this value, and we're going to put them into this equation here. So we'll go upward, and we'll say that therefore the summation f of x will now give us cos 300 will be, as is cos 300 cos 30, 300 cos 30, that'll give me 259.81 minus theta 1 is 400 cos, what theta 1? Theta 1 is what? 53.13, right? So minus 150 cos 60, 150 cos 60, that gives us 75, right? Plus 260 cos theta 2 is 67.38. Now this will now give us 259.81 minus 400 cos 53.13. That gives us 240 minus 75 plus 260 cos 67.38, and that gives us 100, right? So if you input your values by saying 259.81 minus 240 minus 75 plus 100. That will give us 44.81 Newton. Similarly, we'll do for f of y. So we'll move up. For f of y, similarly, summation of fy, right, is equals to, we'll go back to our diagram. When the force is facing up, vertical force is y, we have positive. So we have 300 sine 30 we have 300 sine 30, 300 sine 30, right? Also, this also facing up, plus 400 sine theta 1, we have plus 400 sine theta 1. So what is theta 1? 53.13. 53.13, right? Then the next one is facing down, and that is minus 150 sine 60, minus 150 sine 60, right? The next one also is facing down, minus 260 sine theta 2, minus 260 sine theta 2. What is theta 2? 7.38. 7.38. And this will now give us 300 sine 30 will be 150 plus 400 sine 53.13, 400 sine 53.13, that'll give us 319.99 minus 150 sine 60, that is 129.90, 129.90, then minus 260 sine 7.38, 239.999. We have 239.99. That again. Now in doing that, we put our value, so this will now give us 150 plus 319.99 minus 129.90 minus 239.99. So this will give us 100.1 Newton. That is my f of y. Now in doing that, we will now substitute it into the formula above, right? So from the formula here, let's move up and see. From here we'll see our resultant force will now be, so let's see that and see. So we'll put it there and see that. Therefore, the resultant force will now be equals to the square root of summation of f of x squared. What is f of x? F of x is 44.8 all square plus summation of what? F of y, which is 100.1 all square, right? And this will now give us the square root 44.8 square. That will give me 2007.04 2007.04 plus 100.1 square. That gives us 1020.01. Right? So if you add it, you'll be having 120.27.05. So this will give us the square root of 1,000. That is 0.05. That is 12,027.05. Right? So the square root of that answer is 109. So my resultant force here will give us 109.67 Newton. That is my resultant force. Now we're asking for the direction. For we to get the direction, so for direction, we can put it this way, that recall tan theta is equals to what? The summation of what? Fy over summation of what? Fx. Right? And this will give us Fy we have is 100.0.1 all over Fs we have is what? 47.8. So tan theta here will now give us 100.1 divided by 44.8, and that will give us 2.23. So theta will now give us tan inverse 2.23. So we have shift tan. So this will give us 65.88 degrees. So theta will give us 65.889 degrees. So that is our answer. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.